Let's just get this out of the way quick. This movie is a f***ing masterpiece. 1917 is a war film from director Sam Mendes and Universal. The movie stars George MacKay, Dean Charles Chapman, Colin Firth, Benedict Cumberbatch, Mark Strong, and Richard Madden. Two young British soldiers during the First World War are given an impossible mission: deliver a message deep in enemy territory that will stop 1,600 men and one of the soldiers' brothers from walking straight into a deadly trap. I was not engaging in hyperbole when I said this movie is a masterpiece. I'm serious. This is one of the best movies of the year. Now, as per usual, we'll talk about the acting first. There are a lot of people to recognize in this movie. People like Richard Madden, Colin Firth, Benedict Cumberbatch, and they're all good. They all only have one scene each, but they're all good. But this movie's a two-hander. It's George MacKay and Dean Charles Chapman, Tommen Baratheon himself. And they are both fantastic. These are not terribly flashy performances. They're subtle, they're understated, and they're terrific. Having said that, even though it is a short scene, the King in the North himself, Richard Madden, is the standout. His scene, his performance is absolutely phenomenal. I really like the dialogue in the movie. It's very naturalistic, and this movie is surprisingly dryly funny. It's a gallows humor, but it works. And this is a very quiet war movie. It's really more of a mission movie than an actual war film. It's nothing like Saving Private Ryan. There aren't really a lot of battles, and there is a lot of walking. And I know that doesn't sound interesting at all, but aside from a couple moments where the movie slowed down to take a breath, I was absolutely riveted from start to finish. The tension never abates. You're constantly on edge, and you never know what's lurking right around the corner. And there is one death scene that is incredibly powerful in the way it's presented. It feels incredibly real, and it knocked the air out of my chest. Now, like a lot of war films, this movie does make a point to show the horrors of war, but it did it in a very different way than I've seen in quite some time. Rather than focusing on the carnage of battle, this movie focuses on the gruesome aftermath, with characters having to climb over the bodies of soldiers and animals putrefying in the sun, and it's absolutely horrifying and incredibly effective. Now let's talk about the elephant in the trench. This movie is shot to look like it was done in one continuous take. And this could easily come across as gimmicky, but it works beautifully. It draws the audience into the scene like you're on the mission with these other two guys. And I gotta say, director of photography Roger Deakins is the hero that we deserve. Last year, he finally won his first Oscar for cinematography for Blade Runner 2049, well deserved, and I would be shocked if he's not nominated for this. He might even be the favorite to win. The score by Thomas Newman is excellent, and it's used really sparingly so that when it is utilized, it really packs a punch. And the music in the climax of this movie is absolutely incredible. Speaking of the climax, that scene had me almost in tears, and not necessarily because it was sad, just because of the sheer magnitude of what was going on was incredibly overwhelming. Really, the only drawback of this movie for me was that I was constantly looking for where they were actually doing the edits, because I'm a geek for stuff like that. But that's not the movie's fault, that's on me. I think 1917 is one of the best movies of the year, and while it won't be for everyone, some people will find it dull. I think the guy behind me in the theater fell asleep. I think it's absolutely worth seeing when it gets its wide release next month, and I really think you should see it in the theater. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give 1917. And I think I'm gonna give 1917 a out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen 1917? What did you think about it? What is your favorite war film of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.